So with that, I think we are ready to get into Game 2 between Luvnest and Nagano. Don't go anywhere, it's about to kick off.
Achtung, Angriffstruppe ist unterwegs. Ziel erkannt. Abbruchzone markiert.
Hello everybody and welcome to Game 2 of our Grand Finals World Championship 2019. Having just at the last minute lost Game 1 against a fearsome opponent, playing as the Soviets on the north side of Longeskaya, it is Nagano.
And a little known player, we've never quite heard of this guy before. I think this is his first tournament ever. Luvnest playing as the OKW. This is very exciting stuff.
Hey, of course, for anybody who's new to the game, is not being serious there. Luvnest, huge Company Heroes 2 name. Let's just go through a couple of things at the start of this. Nagano into Tier 1 straight away. He's been playing a lot of that light vehicle play. Penal Battalion's coming out. Fully expect the scout car. Luvnest. Now, I haven't seen this commander before.
Same, yeah. We could carry on being ironic. The problem is with when you've got $10,000 for the winner, Dan, is all of a sudden the players think, oh crap, I've got an opportunity to win $10,000. Do I A, go for a 5 Kubelwagen strategy, or do I B, go for Grand Defensive Doctrine with the Tiger at the end of it? And we are seeing a lot of the same stuff. We are going to interrupt it, but the actual battles, skirmishes, tactics, strategies of what the units do once they're built have been superlative throughout this tournament.
Let's not forget, though, this commander did not win in the last game. It is counterable. It can suffer highly to long-range anti-tank. And that's got to be something that Luvnest has to consider, having just beaten it in the previous game.
Also, our Lord and Saviour Luvnest is meant to play Wehrmacht. He's meant to be the paragon, virtuous player that plays that combined arms tactics that all the thinking men's players of Company Heroes adore. The Wehrmacht, or Ostheer as the community sometimes call them. Because they have the, if you don't know, they have the MGs and the pack guns and the grenadiers that all have to work in synergy and symbiosis to make one another powerful. It is the M3. I was doubting you, Dan, when you said Scout Car. Obviously, it is a Penal Battalion build, but it is Longrus. So I wasn't fully expecting the Scout Car, and I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah, seeing Nagano play, whether it's USF or Soviets, just seems to either be the Scout Car or the WC-51. It's just such a good thing to bring out against OKW at the start. Luvnest, of course, has got the Panzer Fusiliers, so he is able to snare early on before this SWS sets up.
Yes, that's Luvnest's build, all right. He goes to the 2 Focus Grenadiers and then the Panzer Fusiliers, just to give him the option. What did he just roll over a body, did he? What was the comedy there?
This guy's crawling away. They got into the car, shot him and drove off.
Bit of a drive-by there then. Okay, fair enough.
Here we go. So the job of this M3 Scout Car at the moment is to just push around units to stop them from getting into the points and capping and keeping those engineers secure at the same time. Nagano's going to get a good early game map control from this.
And then it becomes a new revolutionary small business enterprise known as a mobile barbecue service. Are you in need of cooked meat? Are you feeling cold and nippy? Allow Conrad Stalin mobile barbecue services to come to a town near you very shortly.
And they just can't push in there to get that flamethrower going because of the Panzer Fusiliers, because of that threat of the snare. We're not seeing anything from the flamethrower yet. Here it is. Just coming into action now.
Oh, there you go.
Force Nagano to retreat. A lot of damage coming off that in the early game. This is a late retreat from Nagano, though, on the engineers.
Ouch.
First squad wipe already, under 5 minutes, goes to Luvnest. That was poor, and we could see that returned. The M3's going to chase.
Oh, he's blocking his own unit in. The Panzer Fusiliers were hitting the heels of the Stern Pioneers. M3 goes in hot and heavy and leaves him burning on the field.
Panzer Fusiliers go down. That's 1 for 1. And actually, we thought the engineers going down was a big deal, but
the cost of the Panzer Fusiliers, if we check out Tier 1, Just want to double check that for a second. There you go, 270 versus I believe 170 for the combat engineers. So there's 100 manpower in Nagano's favour there. Oh, what a burn in action there. So much damage done. Oh, but he gets the Faust off in unison, a wombo combo. None of the combat engineers were hurt in the making of this documentary.
Now, Luvnest, by the way, has gone for the battle grouper. It's the first time we've seen this for a while. He's going for the Flak half-track, which is a really good choice, I think. Going to be great at just covering this. Nagano has dove deep, taken a strategic point, which will stop pretty much all resources coming in from the left-hand side of the map now. Luvnest just running on one strategic point.
He's going to need the crowd control. If he's had this a tricky start, that's why he's gone for the Flak. Also the fuel, he's not had it. Nice mine there by Nagano. Don't quite have it, and we don't have enough munitions for it, thanks to the Alpha Faust there. So yeah, it's been a blinding first game. People keep saying, why am I saying Longras in chat? It is indeed Longras Sky, it's the Soviet equivalent, but it has been a very Company of Heroes 1-esque early game in this case, Dan. It's been frenetic, it's been fatal, it's been...
See the cheeky mine on the door.
Oh, I like it. Bit of Luvnest's own medicine for him, Dan.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Is not going to win that fight at range, but they are going to waste some time for Luvnest, who's just desperate to get back onto the field. Flak half-track, ready for action, as they said. Whether or not that is the case, we'll find out shortly.
See that range of the Flak half-track coming to view. The Penal Battalion's here incoming, though. Nice from Nagano. Excellent headset usage.
You can't see the Flak half-track. It's like Fortnite when the boundaries come in.
It is, yeah. It's really good. I like that. Just about staying in play there. Triple tap for Nagano again with the early advantage. Nagano is outplaying Luvnest in the very early game so far, Dan, in both games. However, that didn't quite work out for him in the last one. Thanks to that excellent SU-85 countering everything he had.
Luvnest's got to be careful here. If the Penal Battalion hops out. Now, this mine hasn't been triggered, so Luvnest still doesn't know that mines have been planted. I don't think he would have seen the mine planted there. That's going to be the indicator. Luvnest has got the minesweepers on. Immediately he presses that button.
Yep, needs it now. He didn't need it before. He actually did. We're 7 minutes into this game. It does feel like it's been going on for a very long time, because the previous game was nearly 50 minutes. But this is indeed game 2. We've got Luvnest 1-0 up as he gets headshotted there by the SVT rifles of the Penal Battalions. Flak half-track, oh, getting that retreat path cut off, causing them to diverge around. One crawled under him. That was a tight squeeze. Middle is collapsing. You don't say.
There it is. Bounce back.
If I got shot through the stomach, I probably wouldn't shout, "My middle is collapsing."
Yeah. Oh, Luvnest spots that door mine. I was expecting really great things from these mines, really excited, but this is kind of what you expect, actually, from top-level Company Heroes. These mines should be annoying. They should waste the time of units, not kill the units. That's the point of top-level play.
Just thinking of pushing on the cut-off. Luvnest has stabilised, by the way. For those that don't know, in Company Heroes, there are inherent comeback mechanics. They are tastefully done, especially as the game has progressed and been balanced and changed after its release. But the longer you keep your foot off the pedal, the more time your opponent has to recover, thanks to an increased manpower income.
That's right, that's mine sweeping. It's got every single mine on the map, bar the first one.
Wow. He did great yesterday as well, I seem to remember.
Oh, this isn't a good idea.
Nope.
This is a really bad idea. This is the cracks in the form from Luvnest. He somehow got away with that. And you don't want to be...
It's because there are only three windows utilised there.
4, I think.
Is it 4?
Yeah, 4.
Just about. Well, one's... Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I think that was lucky.
Yeah, okay, I'll just say it's lucky.
M42 AT gun. Nagano going for defensive tactics.
Just keep the cursor a little bit longer on that for our new fans, Dan, the actual defensive tactics there, just so they can take into everything it has to offer. They may want to buy it, I don't know. It's a good one. Community generated. The Dushka is a bit of a beast, isn't it? And then anti-tank Overwatch later on. If you get a ram off with your T-34, you can really cause some cool pyrotechnics and take out a big tank later on.
I think one of the best things about this doctrine would be the PM6 mines, because they can just be planted quickly, cheaply, and very annoying. A bit like the tripwire flares. G43 is upgraded on the Panzer Fusiliers, and absolutely needed, as they're going to be pushing the field against flamethrowers. Have a bit of damage output for the range.
And 40 Eagle, the first of two. They always come in pairs, like Sith Lords.
Do Sith Lords come in pairs?
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi says that. Master and apprentice, there was always two. Might have been Qui-Gon Jinn, but
There's always a bigger fish.
That's oh yeah, famously, yes. I forget that Star Wars spin-off, the one on the beach.
T-70, no surprises.
I was wrong on both accounts, by the way. Apparently it was Yoda. But regardless, backs are coming here as the T-70's out with a very flagrant camouflage. Not the greatest timing for it. Only 10 minutes into the game, could have been 2 minutes earlier if he prioritised it. But he has got more fuel in the bag than he's used.
T-70 with the AT support is really good. Luvnest there, trying to pull the T-70 in, goes back in, I think for the Faust. And Raketin takes a shot, misses. Luvnest is starting to get his position on the map now. Before this T4 comes and locks down, the Flak half-track is going to be doing the job of keeping the infantry at bay. There's no guards, so really the AT is solely reliant on T-70 and the M42. But with this amount of infantry on the field, I don't think that they're going to get anywhere near that Flak half-track.
No.
Luvnest responding to this mine when this mine's here. Then he's going to find this mine. Are there any more mines?
He's like a pig hunting for truffles right now, and he's getting oinkingly excited. SWS comes out to become, of course, the Panzer headquarters.
Wait, I think this Volksgrenadier squad might hit the mine
really cool.
now.
Look at their bunching as well, thanks to the cover mechanics.
Yeah, they don't know how close they are. We'll keep an eye on the mini-map and see if Luvnest manages to sort that situation out.
Suddenly you may see a Volksgrenadier disappear from the top right of your screen. Raketenwerfer fires upon the T-70, backs it away. Both combat engineers fall foul of the ultimate crowd control device, the Flak half-track. Much better than a hosepipe, that's for certain.
Just a quick one in the north. Luvnest planted a mine in the place of Nagano's mine. They did trip the mine on that. And that's just unfortunate, because Luvnest was actually just responding to that. Didn't notice he was so close. And do you know what I think that is? It's because Luvnest plays on the tactical map so much.
He does. Certainly works for him, and there's no proven things to say that it makes a better player or a worse player. But for Luvnest, you do see him miss things from time to time you otherwise would have spotted. So don't forget, he doesn't rebind any of his hotkeys with the auto hotkeys third-party app. So he's forever swapping his left hand from the far left of his keyboard to the far right.
Tier 4 just gone up, and with the upgrade, Panzer Authority.
Okay, he's requisitioning, he's got the purchase order approved, and he should have a brand new Flak gun on very shortly. Dushka's out for a little bit of Dushka action. Some heavy techno beats. There it is.
I'm going to call attention to the VPs for a moment. Luvnest is nearly down to 300. Nagano, his VPs are barely touched in this game.
Ouch! There you go, he's got to back out of there ASAP as the T-70. Got an ISG building for Luvnest. This is what I'm talking about. A divergent or emergent strat for OKW builds based on the map. And Longra's demands indirect fire at times, especially the smoke abilities.
ISG is going to be really useful here. Really useful, especially when we start seeing the support weapon play. There's a lot of units hugging cover, and this is going to make those engagements tip slightly in favour of the advancing Volksgrenadiers and Panzer Fusiliers. most importantly, though, I think, is that Luvnest actually just gets on top of the VP. I think he gave away an opportunity to decap there.
Penal Battalion's taking refuge behind the haystack as the Stern Pioneers march on and throw a stun grenade to allow them to advance. Well, didn't actually time it that way, but kind of works to allow them to shoot them in the backs as they cower away from it. Look at the DPS!
Retreat. Really late retreat from Nagano.
For reasons, though. Good job he did receive, because the ISG was coming for him.
T-70 probably could have chased those a little bit more.
Sturmgewehr's pop as the MG34 punishes the advancing combat engineers. MP40s. Oh no, sorry. Sturmgewehrs, rather. Of the Volksgrenadiers causing problems.
Flames just were devastatingly strong against the MG34 in that building. We're starting to hear the ISG open up now. Smoke. Really, really intelligent. ISG for smoke so that units can cap the center VP. Luvnest playing a bit defensively in this game, I feel.
It's always been a feature of longer smoke, mortar smoke, or in this case ISG smoke, because it allows you to advance and cap the central victory points, whereas you otherwise would not be able to. So familiar foe, and we're also now seeing a little bit of is that rapid conscription? What is that ability? Ah, it's the Dushka built again, yet again. I'm an idiot.
Not at all. It's
guys all getting weary. We've been casting a lot of company heroes this weekend, Dan.
Absolutely. Is that a bad thing?
No, it's an amazing thing. I'd rather go blind than not cast any more of this. It's fantastic. Second Dushka is now indeed out. More crowd control from Nagano. He's starting to adapt his approach for longer, so it's good to see. Obersoldaten in the build is grizzled Eastern Front veterans come to show those newbies, those Volksgrenadiers, how to fight.
Now, Luvnest, I think, would have spotted that the engineers from Nagano both have flamethrowers. There's a good opportunity for Luvnest to plant a hell of a lot of mines. There's not much opportunity for Nagano to sweep them, other with his bodies of his conscripts and penals. So, mine's going to be very potent for Luvnest now.
Nice pitched engagement here. Who's going to ruin it for the other? ISG could. Oh, God, could have been a squad wipe had he lingered. But he didn't. Good for him. Dushka doing Dushka things. Dushkering around. ISG trying to counter, but the spread is too much due to the range. Constantly missing.
Don't have these Obersoldaten so far up on the front line.
Trying to spot for that Rakettenwerfer, but it's a bit of a dangerous tactic. Suppression, of course, does reduce the received accuracy, so you have that to fall back on a little bit, especially when you're out in the open. Wow, that is Luvnest not trading effectively, I would say, but again, it is Penal Battalion, so it's not conscripts this time. Probably say it's even in that regard. I think the army value just proved that, didn't it, Dan? Because the parity of the OKW starting advantage was about the same. Yeah, that's right.
Oh. Panzerfusiliers just managed to get outside of the arc of the the Dushka. And Nagano not reacted to that, actually. Panzerfusiliers may get a successful flank there. MG34 of Luvnest also looking through the center, and players just haven't been able to get on top of that VP and get it captured.
Panzerfusiliers is forced away from the east. This is becoming an absolute killing match.
Did that just get 3 models?
It certainly
Whilst
did.
they clumped up on that fence.
Yeah, must have just been the halting on the retreat there momentarily. Panzerfusiliers doing a vanguard action at the rear.
There's the LMG-34 and the Obersoldaten. These are epic anti-infantry units.
This is a classic slog match now.
It's going to be one of those long games.
It is. I'm really feeling it because they're bringing out the support weapons. The players are feeling it as well. They had a very tantalizingly ferocious game 1. It was all over the place. This time they're using more support weapons and they're going as a little bit more considered.
T-17 needs to be careful here. His rear armor, actually, Flak possibly could have done some more damage there. Luvnest resetting up, but there's an M42 ground attacking. Smoke is used, but it
What a
goes down!
shot!
Beautiful ground attack from the M42.
Amazing stuff. Did not see it coming. Cracking work by Nagano. He's only built one M42, by the way. Usually there's two. And in this case, he's making one do the work of usually a much bigger AT gun.
That was really, really smart from Nagano.
There's the rapidity of the fire as well. The M42 is one of those, it has a distinct profile. It's quicker to aim, it's quicker to fire. It doesn't quite do the same amount of damage, but against the Flak track, it was the perfect prey for that Predator.
ISG here, it's 3 kills. I mean, it's got a utility, you know, got reasons for utility being on the field, but it's not doing the damage. At the very least, it's making sure units don't or can't stick in cover positions.
Dushka suppressing the Panzer Fusiliers. Luvnest has been penned back a little bit. Got to this point in the last game before he really started to kick into action. He really started to feel he needs something big to be the arrow to his attack. That obviously would be the Tiger. But he's not actually that far off, is he? Look at the fuel of this. He's had constant control of that western fuel point. And he's now just encroaching upon 200 in the bag.
He's not far away, but Nagano doesn't have any commander kind of late game potential apart from this, the anti-tank Overwatch, which could be interesting.
Certainly could.
Very
A
interesting.
snared Tiger, or rammed Tiger rather, especially if it's stunned, into PTAB does take it out if it's, especially if it's about 60-70% health.
Would be amazing to see. No doubt.
Well, and it's funnily enough, Dan, in the build-up to this tournament, well, just as about as it was being announced, a lot of players were theorising that PTAB would be meta.
Interesting.
T-34 is a big part of that, and you can see that Nagano is currently queuing one up. Is that a 76mm variant? Did my eyes deceive me?
Yeah, I think that's 76. Well, it can't be an 85.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't have the thing on the back. So that is the perfect ramming unit, of course, to engage the attack from the skies.
Oh, nice double incendiary. Put some pressure on the engineers to get out of there. Good shots from the Raketten. Nagano, though, still coming in strong from the center VP. MG34 is able to get suppression, but the Obersoldaten can't open up on the squad inside of the VP because of the Dushka and the AT gun. Here's that T-34 76.
Of course it is. It's the only option, of course. His doctrine being what it is. And look at them just chilling around. They're very overdressed for an ISG crew, aren't they?
What is going on here?
He's just chilling. He's like Jaws right now. He's primed for that ram into PTAB.
Apparently the ISG is worthy enough of the T-34 delving into enemy territory. There are at least worm mines that have gone off around here. There's still a mine there, which I don't think Nagano knows about, so doesn't want to overextend with that T-34 76. Triple cap in at the moment for Nagano. Luvnest VPs have been depleting at a very fast rate during this game, and there's a lot coming. There's a lot of responsibility, a lot of pressure for the Tiger to perform here.
A lot of pressure indeed. Nagano, by the way, with a decent amount of control on 2 victory points. Luvnest is ever so gradually falling, almost in slow motion. He's really got to start to gain better control. The Dushkas have been the unsung heroes of the Nagano composition, I would say. They have just been sitting on these 2 victory points.
Is that crewed by Obersoldaten?
Oh, that's a very expensive Rakettenwerfer.
That's the most expensive Rakettenwerfer I've ever seen.
I think they've got the wrong
You could advance with that squad. You could.
And here he is, the Tiger. We've given him many hype intros, but it is a Tiger tank. We'll continue to do so. 64 tons of quantified destruction. The Ultra Behemoth, the original heavy tank of small children's posters on their bedroom wall. It's the Tiger tank.
This is the vehicle that solidified my decision to never buy a Porsche. They're always
Porsche
complaining
engines.
about the engines being terrible.
They are, yes. Krupp style and Porsche engine. Who can defeat us?
anti-tank Overwatch being called in here. So Tigers had a bit of a waste, perhaps, of that ability. Luvnest was able to get away.
T70's been utterly injured recently, hasn't it? He's had a very torrid time of things. He's got no gun right now.
So he's heading over to the engineers for some quick reps. Both of them have increased repair speeds, being veterancy 2 and 3, so it's going to be
mine planting as well, very rapid.
Actually, just watch the repair speed with two of these engineer squads.
It's quite therapeutic, isn't it? Just see those blowtorches in action.
To get an idea of how quick it actually is, I think that's quite fast.
Yes, Dan, I would say so. It's not exactly F1 pit stop fast, but it's pretty damn fast.
70, watch it go up here.
Please come back to the poker centre very soon. Can't quite be Nurse Joy here, but they're doing a good job of things.
Luvnest is looking really strong now that the Tigers come on the field. Nagano is going for what was Luvnest's solution in the previous game with the Su-85 arriving. But Luvnest has got plenty of veterancy in his units, capable of pushing. Tigers just waiting in the wings.
First round is Vet 5 with a bit of a close shave there. Tiger with its first action now. In the penals room to suffer. But in the top of your screen, you can see the Su-85 come into view with a nice shot there. No marked target in this game, of course. The commanders have changed. We've now got defensive community doctrine.
It's fragile. I feel like the front lines here are very fragile. Luvnest should come out on top here. He's got the orbital dart ready to run in.
Su-85 get another big shot off from afar, Dan. This thing is an absolute beast for this.
I don't know if it's on focus fire. It is. It's on focus fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the moment, so that's
Luvnest perspective. And there we go. Just cowering behind that tree right now.
Can you blame him?
Propaganda way of seeing things. Cowering! How dare he! Kettenwerfer doing work. Already at veterancy 2 and soon to climb further.
You have a use for this scum.
I really feel like both players are pensive right now. They both have large army sizes, 81 and 75 respectively, Nagano and Luvnest. It's Luvnest that has the victory points to consider though. It's got to try and nurse them. Every single one is incredibly valuable. He's 1-0 up in this series and does not want it to drag out.
Beautiful mine from earlier. Just stopping the Volks Grenadiers.
Finally.
Yep.
On retreat as well, by the way.
No. I think it was they walked into the point and it went off. After all this time of being triple capped or close to, Luvnest, I think, is about to change that around. And these games are going to be so long, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Every time one player looks like they're in a dominant position going to win, the other turns it around. Luvnest did this exact same thing in the first game.
Under duress, as is the T70. Trying to do a little bit of recon, but got found out very quickly. Hopes of Barton and Rakettenwerfer combo. Think better of it. So they've got the centre, and Luvnest is content to sit on it, as he has the Tiger.
Amazing.
Oh, let's get a little bit of Bob Ross here. I'm just making a lovely landscape. A little bit of tranquil nights, we're going to call this one. And just let this really feel like it's your own environment, Dan. It's your own battle, your own World War II experience. Happy little Su-85 there, just chilling out.
It's a beautiful map for a beautiful game between two beautiful players.
Oh, that's a really nice way to say it, is they try and destroy one another for the biggest cash prize in CoH2 history.
Anti-tank Overwatch, by the way, coming down on top of the
and into its retreat path. You've got to be kidding me.
It's pretty direct to the point off map, and Luvnest looks like he's going back in for more. It's really relentless. It's also taking down some of the Obersoldaten. Was Close for call. Now the the Vox Grenadiers can get the Faust on. Really quick reactions there from Luvnest. The T-34-76 is now bait for the Tiger, but has Luvnest spotted this? Is he able to take advantage of that situation?
Tiger being pushed away has allowed Nagano to cap the victory points. ISG, a lot of fire in the meantime.
Well, Nagano actually really turned that around in a good way. This this ability with the anti-tank overwatch, again, another great counter to ground offensive doctrine. A doctrine which is seemingly relying on this one unit.
Oh, the Tiger just bounced a shot. I tell you what, it would have survived one, but it's getting low, and the Su-85 sees that, pushes forward. It's got its focus in. Oh, with a huge shot. Maybe another while. The Tiger's reversing in the wrong direction as the Su-85's threatened by the anti-tank grenades of the Panzer Fusiliers. Does not want to push in. Might have been worth it. He does know he's got a Katusha coming, though. So, could be using that.
A Katusha kill on this would be
that would be hilarious.
Phenomenal.
It would have to be a lot of the rockets hitting. It'd have to get quite close up. Cannot afford to hit at range there. Well, there you see it. He doesn't want to get too close up because it's really Raketenwerfer.
Rocket launcher on the field.
Here it is. This is a great choice. I actually really like this. It's going to break up all of the support play with the ISG, the Raketen, the MG34. Keep those units moving constantly. Make sure that Luvnest's hands are full when Nagano goes in.
Nice grenade there! He didn't see it and he suffered because of it. Nagano did get away, however. Katusha's on the field, must be primed and ready to play a little ditty on Stalin's organ. There you go!
He's actually, is he?
Yes, he is! On the retreat path there, hits the Raketenwerfer, aimed for the Obersoldat, and MG34 will also run into it.
That's a nice hit.
Not bad. Not bad at all. 3 kills only. Could have been better, but certainly kept him off the field for a while.
Nagano, brutal. He's going to go and try to get double fuel on top of the lead that he's got already. Luvnest isn't even going to decap because he's got to go for those VPs.
Ah, Luvnest is going for the Jagdpanzer for this game, something that was a criticism of Nagano's, well, mine of Nagano's rather, in that previous game, that he was trying to too overly reliant. Crushing the hedges with a heavy crush. His binoculars probably got bits of tree all over them. Turret traverses, misses, however.
Really could be too late. At this kind of VP rate, we've just over 2 minutes of the game left unless Luvnest can jump on top of the VPs. He's got to make this combination work immediately. Here's the Jagdpanzer 4. Tiger's already gone into the fight.
Tell you what, this Jagdpanzer could be an all-star for Luvnest. As long as Katusha doesn't cause too much attrition, he's got to watch that because he's only got 99 victory points to 371 remaining. T-34 into anti-tank overwatch possibly, or PTAB as I called it for the first 20 minutes of the cast.
Different commander, isn't it?
yeah, it's not one I play with, I must admit.
No, it's...
Obersoldat and relinquish their position.
Okay, smoke on the VP.
That's why they just changed direction. Now they go in. Luvnest waited for the smoke before putting his Obersoldaten's life on the line.
It's been a really good investment, the infantry support. Really nice choice from him. Tiger just content to take shells from the pathetic
well, that's it. It looked really cool versus the Flak half-track earlier, but against the Tiger, without veterancy 3, it's not exactly going to have that rate of fire. It needs to actually make its statement. Su-85 versus Jagdpanzer. The Jagdpanzer gets the shots in. Nice work there.
Good just to even land a few shots, keep that unit off the field. Stern Pioneers with the veterancy 3, increased repair speeds means that the Tiger doesn't have to go all the way back to the base now. I think the T-34-76
Oh, what a Katusha barrage as well! That could have been so much worse for those two squads. He hit retreat and he was lucky to escape, to be honest.
It's Luvnest. So the Nagano mine.
The Jagdpanzer are doing absolute work. How's it getting the range there? Or the vision, rather.
Look at the vision it does have. It's got a decent amount of vision.
Something's giving a lot more vision just to the north of that.
Ah,
very good indeed. using the flares of the... is it the ISG firing there?
No, it's not sure what causes that flare.
Is it the Tiger?
The Tiger does have abilities flare, but to be honest, not.
We're revealing that when we cast, we often see the players play a lot of commanders
Actually,
in general, but we're stuck on this one. What's Chad?
Fusiliers.
Procasters,
Must
by the way.
be-
Vet 1
must be-
Panzer Fusiliers.
There it is.
That's a testament to the amount of amazing changes the balance team continues to give us in this game.
I'm just impressed that we've got players who are using all the abilities.
I'm impressed by that. It's lovely. Often as casters we can hide behind our hype and our banter and our incredibly great commentary. But sometimes I like being found out for not knowing all the facets of this game, because quite frankly it shows off the game for having so many cool abilities. And I hold my hands up and I actually enjoy it.
Very beautiful though. And, intelligent play needs to see what is over there. Here we see again Fusiliers dropping the flare. The Katyusha's ready though. And as soon as those units appear, I think the Katyusha's got a really good point on the Orbital Dart, and we might even see it firing now as it just finishes the recharge.
Nice work. Here we see the anti-tank Overwatch causing all kinds of problems for the Jagdpanzer. Oh! Hit directly as the T-34 also comes in, providing range and vision. It's looking for a kill shot. That's a Veteran C2 Jagdpanzer that was causing all kinds of problems. T-34 trying to get around the back, but its frontal armor still facing. Just about traverses and gets the killing blow.
T-34-76 is going to go down for it. Actually goes down to the Panzer Schwerer with a rear armor hit. But a beautiful takedown of the Jagdpanzer 4. Luvnest going to bring another one on immediately. Because I think it is a good enough composition for him to rely on that. Now we have the Katyusha firing on the support positions of Luvnest. It's going to buy Nagano time to get back on top of those VPs.
Jagdpanzer's rebuilding because Luvnest knows it's the right choice. He's kicking himself that he lost it as the Tiger gains a measure of vengeance. Oh, did the MG34 of the Opal slot and finish it off? Not quite, not quite.
Luvnest, under all this pressure, still able to dodge the satchels being placed down by the penal battalions. Luvnest is trying to make a move on all fronts. He's got the minesweepers up on the stern pioneers and has spotted mines on the right-hand side. Could be a saving moment for his army.
Combat engineers pushing in as the T-70s do also. A little bit of deja vu as yet another Jagdpanzer rolls onto the battlefield. Quiet on the western front as we've seen death, desolation and devastation as both players are neck and neck still.
Look at that.
Oh my god, if that just exemplifies that point.
Tiger is huge, 24 kills at the moment, big player in the game. Italians, be careful here, the ISG is also, I believe, ready to land some shots. Actually, that's on the M42.
Penals on life support, surviving just about. New T-34-76, of course.
We're hearing it again. Panzer Fusiliers with a beautiful flare. I'm going to be using this all the time.
Ah, rock just flew across the screen.
Nice
blend pull for grenade from the Orbital Dart in there. Tiger rolls into view. Tries to get a killing shot on the Su-85. Misses barely with the attack round. That's a shame, but bursts through the smoke. What a demon. The Su-85's in a good position. Has got better penetrative qualities thanks to Veteran C2.
Look at this T-34-76.
Oh.
Oh, Luvnest has actually stopped. This is bad. The T-34-76 could block. The Su-85 could come back in again. I think Nagano spotted this opportunity. Chaos for Luvnest. Obviously got away from that.
Yes, he has, and he's now facing his frontal armor. Just about a good turn of pace from the Tiger. T-34 down. Tiger lives to fight another day. However, Luvnest on 43 victory points may not be doing the same.
So important to note that when the vehicles are moving, it is possible for them to not block.
Main gun destroyed on the Tiger also. That's going to be out of battle for a while. There's a huge grenade there. Was that indeed a satchel?
It was absolutely crucial kill. The MG34 been really problematic for Nagano, and really huge unit for Luvnest in trying to keep hold of these VPs. Under 20 VPs remaining at the moment. Luvnest has no choice but to jump on. I think he may actually get these recapped, but whether or not he can stay in this game now after this against 328 VPs from Nagano.
It's doubtful. He's going to try his best, though. He's currently neutralising the northern victory points as it is nowadays on Mongraskaya. Using futuristic super technology, the Jagdpanzer has become invisible. T70 rescues that victory point to Nagano's hands. 8 solitary victory points remain for Luvnest. You can count them on 2 hands, you know you're in trouble. Oversoul Dalton in peril. Combat engineers following up. It's looking grim. Grimmer than the weather in Manchester as the T-70 is devastated by that Jagdpanzer, the second of his name. Tiger's ready for combat. He's not 100%, but he's going to go into battle regardless because he needs to help Luvnest stay in this battle.
With 8 VPs, I just get the feeling that Luvnest has to push. There's no other opportunity now. 2 VPs for Nagano.
Oh dear.
It's going. I don't think there's enough time now. I think that's going to be game 2 safely in the hands of Nagano. It's going to be 1-1 on the map Longraskaya.
It is, and we're now heading into a best of 3. These 2 titans of our game series have gone toe-to-toe in an absolute slugfest as the Su-85 goes down. It will not matter. 1 each as we draw level.
Achtung! Angriffstruppe ist unterwegs. Ziel erkannt. Abwurfzone markiert.
Wow, as we are in the dark here, and we are feeling it. This throw something, George. George, it's our fault. It's my fault. This I requested the lights turned off. Let there be lights. As we now enter a best of 3. Stealth. I like that. Somebody said stealth. Remember that sound effect from the original Command & Conquer games? The stealth tank.
Oh, yes.
That was us then. Just coming in to launch a little surprise missile attack on you. I'm going to be honest there. I got a bit of caster's fatigue, so I daren't feel what the players are feeling after 2 massive battles on Longras. What a way to enter now and effectively a best of 3 series for $10,000 for the winner. You've just played 2 neck-and-neck brutal battles on Longras, the absolute meat grinder of Company of Heroes 2.
Yeah, they're probably going to want to take a little bit of a break. So are we, because we want to make sure that we're fresh to keep on top of all this amazing action. What a finals this is turning out to be. 1-1 at the moment in this best of 5. We'll have a quick look at the brackets just to go over what we've already seen from today. We had a great 3rd place playoff between Von Asten and Jove that went right up into the ace game with an ace, with a Tiger ace, sorry, Vet 5 OKW. Yep. Tiger, amazing. The next map, as you can see for our finals, is going to be Crossroads. And again, just another one of the best 1v1 maps in the competitive player game, the map pool.
We're in for it, Dan. I feel like we're at GCS 2 again. Do you remember we're running on empty, but we got that spike of adrenaline just as the grand final started?
2 a.m. I was like, I remember it. The daunting. Oh, gosh. And it was the same players. That was Luvnest and Talisman. They had that first series. They had to play a second series against each other.
Luvnest versus the world, isn't it?
It was.
He has a different competitor every year, it seems. DevM, Talisman last year. This year, it's the Russian behemoth Nagano. And we now effectively have a best of 3 with $10,000 for the winner and only $4,500 for the runner-up. Who wants that, right? It's like still the biggest prize. That'd still be bigger than the OCF first place prize, which was the previous largest prize in Company Heroes history. That's the money at stake relative to our community, and it's a huge grand finals we're entering into here.
It's only getting bigger and better as time goes on. If you're a semi-pro, it's time to get pro. It's no better time to get involved in Company of Heroes 2 competitive scene. With that, we are going to go over to a short break. Don't go anywhere. Nagano and Luvnest both need your support, whoever you're supporting. It's one hell of a show so far. We'll be going back straight into the game in about 5 minutes.